Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Ren again. I am here today with our small sword teachers. We have Ian Rose and then Hilde. I'm sorry, I didn't know your last name.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Cool. I've worked with Ian forever. He's probably one of the longest teachers I've had in my life when anything ever.
Probably since 2007,
2008.
2008.
Yeah. I fought pretty hard to get in those classes too. I was very happy about that.
So that's 8 years.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, holy
Time
crap
flies
is right.
by. So yeah, he's my first teacher at Temple, and then I met Hilde at this workshop, and it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in the class with the hip wiggling, which will not be in this video, unfortunately. But
No.
I brought them here to talk a little bit about the small sword class and your experiences with the weapon, anything else that comes up. So
Okay.
Take it away.
Oh, take it away. First, I should say I am immensely proud of you and your journey, everything you've done, the dogged determination, all the 8 a.m. classes you came and assisted for at least 3 years, being there every morning, 8 a.m., on a train across town, so you're having to get up at least at 6 or something.
Yep.
to be there and hustling and working hard, busting ass, and nary a complaint along the way. And I'm really proud of you and the journey you made and the fact that you're here, and just look forward to nothing but excellence from you from now on. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
that's just true.
So, I guess one of the first questions I can ask is, why is your favorite weapon small sword? Because we all know your
who
favorite
says
weapon
it
is small sword.
who says it is? No, I'm just I like small sword a lot, and a lot of people want to denigrate it and make it something else, and a lot of people were doing weak small sword for a long time, and I hated that. And I've got my own particular take on it that seems to be sort of popular right now, but I love all the weapons systems, and you ask me what my favorite weapon is like, what day is it? Every day it's different. I love sword and shield. I love single sword. I love rapier and dagger. I love long sword. It just depends on unarmed martial arts, whatever. It depends on the day. I like the variety. Right now I've been doing more research in small sword, but that will change in a year or so.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, again, I've known you for about a week nowadays.
Long time.
Us. Oh,
we
man.
go way back. That was a week ago.
What got you into stage combat?
Two teachers. I had one at the same time, actually, same week. I had a guy who was my teacher in juggling school. I was 15. And then a guy who I had at I was part of the youth theater group.
Mm-hmm.
And they both sort of independently of each other, same week, said, "Oh, there's a workshop in Sweden. You want to go?" I was like, I'm 15. No. And then the second guy said, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll ask my mom." I asked my mom, and she said, "Oh, who's going?" I said, "Oh, it's Anders Kippersen." She knew him, so yeah, okay, you can go. So off I went to Sweden, and it was fun. Yeah, I think I just fell in love with sort of the people there and the atmosphere and the fun of it.
Yeah.
More than the actual weapons, actually, to be honest. So I usually joke about it. It's like I'm not a big stage combat fan. I just happen to work with it. I enjoy movement a lot.
That is one of the things that I've noticed about when we teach class. You get really into like paying attention to how the body works, because a lot of times when we do things, we're mostly focused on technique and panicking about like getting it right, making sure about the targets, but we tend to forget that a lot of our movement comes from the hips, and like a lot of times like we forget to breathe, we forget to like relax into our movement. How did you sort of develop that into your curriculum?
Again, I had teachers.
Simple answer. That's where the hip wiggle was coming from. which you probably won't get a video of that. Sorry.
the hip wiggle came from me looking at a student who had absolutely no movement in the hips, going like, how do I make them move their hips? Oh, I make them move their hips. Okay. So that's where
Simple answers for simple questions.
But it also came from, because I've been studying movement at Linjen för scenkonst in Sweden. That's Peppe School. And so I've been studying movement there for 2 years, every day. And there was a lot of Feldenkrais training going into that. And a lot of exploring what movement means. So movement, I came to an understanding that, movement and emotions are sort of the same thing. Mm-hmm. So that means if you want to express something, you gotta move that something. And that's why people get moved.
Yeah.
See
how I see what you did there.
It goes into, So I think that's really important because we want to move people, right? I don't want to make fights that are not moving for an audience because we're dealing with sort of dark stuff. They should care. So if they're not caring, I didn't do my job as a fight choreographer, as a teacher,
Yeah.
So
There was actually something interesting that you put into the class about having, whenever you do your movement, have a character, have a sort of stock character to work on with that a little bit. And then to sort of go on a little tangent, in Found Weapons yesterday, Andy guest starred. And he had this sort of chart that I think would benefit everybody everywhere. It was
cool.
It was sort of like a comparison of characters, and then we had examples, but it was basically do they have the skill and do they have the will? And we had a chance to play, somebody that had the skill and the will, somebody that didn't have both, and a mix of the two. So that kind of reminded me of creating the stock characters, what happens when somebody is here and they don't know, what exactly is going to happen, or what happens when somebody's here and they're ready to play a trick on somebody. I can't think of questions right now. It's pretty late. I think everybody's a little exhausted. What are your thoughts about Worlds?
It's a great collaboration. I think, my classes are better for having Hilde in them. And her class, I don't know.
Likewise.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could have been way awkward.
No, of course. I'm very lucky to work with Ian.
That's pretty awesome. I've been, like I said, I've been working with Ian since. I might as well have been down here at this point because I feel like I was 12 until 2 years ago.
It seemed like many more years than it was.
But it's interesting watching you work with another teacher alongside you because we don't get a chance to really see that. I think I've seen maybe a couple of master classes when I started doing the Monday night classes, but those are so few and far between that it's just okay, we're back to Ian, but now we have this very collaborative sort of thing you have 2 different societies here, and you have a society under your belt. I'm not sure how many more you have.
No, just one.
Just one.
Is enough.
But it's nice watching both of you work together, especially I can't say how exposed you've been to each other before this workshop.
We met at BAMP.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Pipe Crane workshop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you already had a little bit of dynamic going.
We've said hi.
Yeah, that's about it. Right?
That's a start. That's always a good start.
Hi, I'm this. Hi, I'm that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Good to see you in the hallway again.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
And then,
And now you get to work
And
together.
then we're working together.
Yeah.
And it's great.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But it's always, I think it's funny with the Worlds because it's always a risk if you put 2 teachers together and haven't, because you never know how that dynamic will work out.
there can always be a clash.
Yeah, of course, because everybody's got different styles and different ways of doing things, and so you gotta be generous and you gotta offer, and then you gotta be ready to take a hit when people don't want what you offer, and that's okay too, So you gotta. I don't want to use the word political because it's not about that. It's more about cooperation and okay,
yes.
I'm this person. I offer my things this way. is it being received, yes or no? If it is, great, then it looks like it's working. Is there space for Ian in this class? Yes, I think he's happy, you know. And then, of course, in the first few days, it's always going to be like any collaboration. It's going to be like, how do we get this to be a beat?
Yeah. However, I think, you know, even like you've been always very generous with the time, and even from the first, I think we sort of had a good rhythm pretty quickly.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think
It's shown a lot from just watching that happen on day one. Like I know your warm ups like back and front, and then having you interject in them on a regular basis. Just this whole breathing exercise. Every time I do it, my advances get that much better. And again, doing this for so long, like he says it all the time. Like we always drill in the beginning because that's always something that you work on, whether you're just starting or whether you're like a bajillion years old and mastered it. You still work on your advances and retreats because that's your basic.
Yeah.
You keep your basics up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to close up a little bit. Anything else you both want to say?
No, it's just a great opportunity to learn new things for us, to learn new things from each other and take things away, and you know, have an adjustment to what we do at home and take home better stuff and be better for our kids.
Yeah, I think so. And I think also I learn a lot from teaching. So so thank you. No, I mean that because I mean that, for instance, that hip exercise that came from a class where a student had a particular need, and I was trying to find a key, and then that worked. So now I got another tool because I was teaching, and you know, so every time I have a class or I meet somebody new, it's just a present because I might learn something that I didn't know. And that's why sometimes I ask strange questions and people come with replies I did not expect. I go, wow, you think like that? Whoa, okay, cool. You know?
Worlds.
Yeah, no, people are different, so I think that's a good thing. We should celebrate it.
Well, thank you both for your time.
You're welcome.
This has been very enjoyable for the now 12 minutes that we've been on here.
Yeah.
I don't know who we'll have tomorrow, but it'll happen. Thank you guys. Peace.